In the TED Talk, I say, imagine that you are in a garage. There's chockers with worries and regrets and I don't knows and what's going to happen and do I like what I'm doing now? Do I like the person I'm with now? And it's just chockers and you can't see a way out. And then you step back, you step into the gap, and in this gap is growth, awareness, and peace.
Welcome to the Micropreneur Accelerator podcast. I'm the Micropreneur Accelerator. My name is Nina Sunday, and today I have a guest, Jaslyn Hall, who joins me from Barbados for a conversation about living in the gap, a process featured at TEDx Atlanta about growth, awareness, and peace. Welcome, Jaslyn Hall. It's a true pleasure to catch up with you again because we met in Australia decades ago when you were working as a media personality on radio. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Well, anyway, I was thrilled and excited when you sent me the link to your TEDx talk in about this concept of the gap, which is the book that you're launching very soon. And it's called Living in the Gap, 3 Insights for Growth, Awareness and Peace. So that's the GAP.
Well, I woke up not from a dream, but just I woke up and I said to myself, that's it. Just like that.
Well, what's that? That's what?
That's it. I really no longer wanted to do what I was doing. And what I was doing at the time, I was an event strategist. I did strategic planning. And I woke up and said, that's it.
It's not over, going to... never again. I'm moving on.
That's it. And then I had to think of, well, what can I do next?
Right.
And the idea, this concept of being in the gap, being in that space where the present moment didn't want to do that, and dreams of the future not yet materialized, I am in this gap. What can I do in the gap? I can grow, I can become more aware, and I can have a peaceful mind as I do so.
And I believe that there comes a point in your life where you wake up, it goes bing, and you're on a new trajectory, and that's what happened. And I'm here to say, Jaslyn, that I watched your TED Talk, and the link will be in the show notes, TEDx Talk. And I didn't really get it until we had a conversation and you kind of filled me in on what it was. It's the space between where you are, where you hopefully are quite happy, but you've got dreams of what will come in the future. And I just realised that I was rushing to get to the future. And I went, but I'm actually enjoying life right now. But I'm enjoying it because I've got something to look forward to, but I don't have to make the look forward to make me frustrated or have a sense of urgency or why isn't it here now?
You don't know what's going to happen. Yes, all of that, all the worries. In the TED Talk, I actually liken the space we're in now to a garage. I say, imagine that you are in a garage. There's chockers with worries and regrets and I don't knows and what's going to happen and do I like what I'm doing now? Do I like the person I'm with now? And it's just chockers and you can't see a way out. And then you step back, you step into the gap, and in this gap is growth, awareness, and peace.
And just initially, how did you get the TED Talk? Because I know a lot of speakers go, oh, I'd love to do a TED Talk. So how did that come about?
The to answer your question, how did the TED Talk come about? Is I had the concept, I got myself a coach, and the coach said to me, "Oh, this is a TEDx talk." And I went, "Oh, you think so?" And she said, "Yes, this is something that needs to be shared with the world. And one of the best platforms to share this concept is a TEDx."
Right. So and it requires there's a very strict format, and you have to know your content very well. And it's not an ad lib sort of thing. It's not like doing stand up comedy where you can ad lib. It's very structured, and you would
Oh,
work
yeah.
with the whoever hosts the TED Talk usually coaches you as well. Is that how it works? Yes.
Exactly right.
There's a
Yes. And
format, a formula.
yes, yes. And your talk actually has to be presented to TEDx, sent to TEDx ahead of time. Yes, what I want to do, and I think this concept is very relevant to um, workplaces and organizations with a lot of people who may work under stressful conditions, or who may be just feeling that they're just doing a job and their dreams aren't being realized, they're not being acknowledged in any way. Many companies have wellness days. And what I'm doing next year in Canada is going into a company, and on their wellness day, we talk about living in the gap. And the book actually has some reflections and insights in how to get into the gap. So there are three overarching principles which I give in the TED Talk. But the actual book is filled with ideas and inspirations and reflections on how to access the gap, how to remain in the gap, and how to live your life in the gap.
I tell you,
One of the,
oh yeah, go ahead. Yes.
I'm just going to say, one of the things that people say to me are, "Oh, you're always so happy, you're always so smiling. Nothing seems too hard for you." And I say, I'm living in the gap.
Well, exactly. We all have dreams. We all want to move maybe in a direction to experience more or
Yeah.
different. And I'm just in my head, I'm thinking of specific cohorts. So you've got college or university students who are going through their course, and all they can think about is my career. And some
Yes.
of them even want to leave college or uni before even completing their degree because they're so, frustrated by being the sense of being held back. And I'm going to say another cohort, parents who maybe have children who are young, especially women who may have given up what was a good career to spend this time nurturing, but want to get back to a career at some point. Instead of being frustrated and rushing, it's like, well, this only happens once in your life when your children are this age, and let me just enjoy that, and the career will come at the right time. Am I on the right track here, Jaslyn?
Absolutely on the right track. And that G stands for growth.
Yeah.
So it's not about standing still. It's not a meditative book like, "Oh, I'll just wait and then something will come to me."
I
It's
know. I want to
it's
take action and move things forward, but in a natural, organic way while I still love what I'm doing. Yeah.
That's exactly right. It is a process in which you can get growth, ideas come to you, you can be more aware of people around you, things that are happening, and brush them away. And then you've got the peace, the idea that what you want will arrive at your doorstep if you are in the gap.
And, because I have a daily affirmation that's general and not specific, I just know that abundance is coming consistently. And I just find that I notice that, good luck happens. And that's what abundance is, and prosperity. It's not actually saying my income has to be a specific number, although I do those sort of affirmations too. But I also just have one that's just generally saying there's abundance and prosperity in my life. In fact, a friend of mine says I always have enough money, love, wisdom, happiness, health, and perfect self-expression.
Oh, that's a good
Creative expression. And that's a
That's
nice affirmation as well. It's all general, it's not specific, but it's covering all the areas of your life. And that's a bit like yours. I have enough growth while I'm in this space of moving towards achieving some of my dreams. And the trick is you've got to have some dreams. You've got to
Yes,
have some.
yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got to have
Yes,
something to look forward to.
that is, yes, you're right. Yes, could you be in the gap without that?
Well, there
That's a
is no
very
gap. Then it's just an empty void.
That's right. There'll be no gap.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I do
And you,
vision boards. I do a vision board.
yes, I have worked with vision boards before. The gap is really like the motel stop.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you know when you're driving along the highway, so you have the highway and you have your destination over there, and you've left, where you've come from, and you're driving away and you see the motel, and it's time to rest, collect, think about your future, further on in your journey. But it's
Yeah.
just a moment in that space to stay and eat something and be relaxed. And yeah, it's the gap.
Well, just in closing, there is a phrase or a proverb or a saying that says it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. But I think that's a bit too simplistic. Would you agree?
Yes, absolutely. And yeah, it's not the journey. The gap isn't about the journey. The gap is when you the moment when you take time out from your present anxieties and worries and rat race and all the things that you're doing in your 9 to 5, and the kids must get to school, and then do homework with them and all of those kind of things, and where you want to be, your dreams, your future. And you come into this space, which is like a metaphysical space, but also it's an action space. It's a
Mm.
process, a time to actually take action, to grow, to become more aware, and do self-reflection meditation.
Now, if we could verbally say the link, is it an easy one like TEDx at so and so, or
Well, no, they just need to search for my name, Jaslyn Hall, TEDx, and it will come up.
right? And it was done in Atlanta. All right, that's excellent. Jaslyn Hall.
There's only one Jaslyn Hall,
Yeah,
so
that's right. Well, thank you so much, Jaslyn. It's been a real pleasure. And you've watching that talk and then subsequently speaking with you, it's brought another level of awareness to my life about my life right now, which I love. But I've
people
got
say
dreams. I've got
so
dreams
many.
and goals.
Yes, so many people. That is the one takeaway that I keep coming back to. That people just say, having watched your TED talk, it has made a difference. It's given me some ideas. It's given me an opportunity to think about what I want to do and where yeah, it's a 15 minute golden moment.
Well, I look forward to seeing your book when it's available, and
Yes.
much success to you, Jaslyn Hall. It's wonderful being your friend.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
big thank you to my guest, Jaslyn Hall, for joining me on the Micropreneur Accelerator podcast. And if you'd like to explore more of the work of Jaslyn Hall, go to jaslynhall.com, jaslynhall.com, and link will be in the show notes. Thanks for joining me on the Micropreneur Accelerator podcast. My name is Nina Sunday, and you might already know my flagship podcast is Manage Self-Lead Others, and the book of the same name is out now, available on Amazon in paperback, Kindle and audiobook, not transcripts, but my reflections on the standout insights from each guest conversation. And now, are you ready to answer the call to adventure? Short retreats in exotic locations are launching this year. Whether you're a micropreneur building a podcast, book or speaking career, or a leader ready to lift conversations, teamwork and innovation back at work, visit ninasunday.com to register your interest.